So when you are doing your Norwex business and you are wrapping up your presentation, there are a couple key things I would just like to share with you in regards to closing the party. So I'm going to call this training your post-show. Although some of these suggestions are for at the end of the actual presentation. My name is Dolores Vanden Bogard, and I'm a leader with Norwex for the solution team. And these are the things that I have done for the last 14 years since I started with the direct sales industry in 2001. So they are, for me, first of all, when you're wrapping up your party, it is super important to thank your guests as well as your host. I know you thanked her at the beginning of the presentation and gave her a gift, but I do thank them at the end as well for taking the time out to be able to come and learn about our product and how they can clean their home without using harmful chemicals. The other thing that I want to do is I ensure that they are familiar with what the specials are for the month. People love to get things on sale, and especially if they're items that they already had their eye on, show them the packages at the back of the catalog as well as the monthly specials which are offered by Norwex every month. And be sure to show them everything they can get for free through the hosting program. Create that desire so that everyone in attendance wants to host a presentation with you. I always wrap up by telling my customers that if I don't ask them 3 questions when they place their order, that I will give them free shipping. And those 3 questions Norwex actually has in the Fresh Start program, as well as they're in the new card presentation demo kit that you get when you sign up with Norwex. The first question is that I ask my customers if they or someone that they know may be interested in being a distributor with Norwex. I am actively looking for people across North America to educate our communities so that we can reduce the amount of chemicals that are being used in personal care as well as in cleaning. And as far as I'm concerned, as long as there are aisles full of chemicals in every department store where I live, we need more consultants. The other thing that I ask them is if they're interested in hosting a presentation. I'll take a look at their wish list and I'll ask them if they would like me to help them earn some of these products that they have on their list for free. And the last question is I take a look at their order form and I see if I can bundle any of the items that they've purchased into packages to save them money. And also, if they bought the oven and grill cleaner, do they already own the Spirinettes? If they buy the cleaning paste, do they already own the Spira sponges? If they bought the descaler, do they already own the bathroom scrub mitt? I ask them things that go with each other so that it will maximize their experience of using our product, and they will absolutely love anything that they purchase. I'm no pressure. I just tell them, oh, I see you're ordering the cleaning paste. Do you already own the Spira sponges? That's what you use for digging into your cleaning paste. It nicely foams up with the Spira sponges for cleaning all of the surfaces that you're wanting to clean. So I do, some people call it upselling. I call it tailoring my presentation to help my customers maximize the experience with the product. I want them to love everything that they try. I often will have a basket at checkout. I call it my $100 basket. I put lots of Spira sponges, Spirinettes, the mesh net dishcloths, broken up travel packs, broken up body packs, baby body packs, just little individual things. And anyone who spends $100 prior to shipping and handling and tax, they can pick one thing out of the basket. So that's a way too for you to use some of the free product that Norwex gives you and give it back to your customers as gifts to help encourage them to try more product. All right, so they come to the checkout. I ask them the 3 questions. I have my order forms highlighted so that I don't forget to ensure that I get their email address. And in Canada, we do need to get a signature from them saying that we are allowed to send them an email. The other thing that I have sitting right beside me is I always have extra catalogs. I ask them if they have, during the presentation, if someone came to mind who has eczema or who has allergies or has asthma or any respiratory problems at all, that they think that Norwex would be a good fit for a relative or a friend or a family, I would love to give them a catalog for them to pass along on my behalf. And it has my contact information on the back. I let them know when the party is going to be closing according to what the host tells me, and I give them a couple days, of course, to place orders after if they want to email me or text me any additional items they would like to add onto their party, onto their friend's party. All right. If somebody books a party on the spot, I did a training video on this as well. You can check it out. It's Hostess Coaching, and Hostess Coaching starts right at checkout, right when they place that order. You give them their information pack and you explain it to them, and you start your Hostess Coaching immediately as soon as somebody books a party. Or if they're interested in the business opportunity, same thing. I give them an information pack right on the spot, and I set up a time to either call them or connect with them in the upcoming week to answer any of their questions. Make notes on the order form. All right, so the very bottom copy goes to the customer, the middle copy stays with the host, and the top copy is yours. While I'm talking to my customers, I ask them questions about their family, find out about holiday plans. You find out that their dog is at the vet, their mom is sick, their aunt just moved in with them, they're going to Disneyland, they're getting married, they're buying a house, they're moving across the country, whatever it is. As soon as they walk away, I flip it up like this and I make notes on the order form. What did she tell me about herself? I want to remember her, because if I have notes about her, I will visually get a picture in my mind. Oh my goodness, that was, and I'll sometimes even write this down. Short hair, blonde, super bubbly, friendly, interactive. The other thing that I write on all of my order forms is who were my top 3 picks. This is something I started doing a while back. I look at my audience for the evening and I give myself the mentality, what if I were interviewing? What if I were the one getting to choose who could join my team? Everybody is there tonight. Everybody wants to join. Who would I pick? Who would be my first, second, and third place attending customers, not the host, attending customers? Who would I like on my team? And I have started putting a 1, 2, and a 3 up on the top part of my order form, because when I'm going to do my follow-up calls, I will know that those 3 people that have a number on the top of their form, those are the people that I complimented. And I will say to them, my goodness, Melissa, you were so amazing tonight. Thank you for all of the excellent product testimonies. You're really familiar with Norwex. Have you ever considered being a consultant? Like, you were selling it for me tonight. Thank you so much for helping. Or you were so full of questions this evening. Like, it's obvious that you're currently not using Norwex's products. I want you to try them, because I know with your passion for the environment and for your health that you are going to absolutely love them. And this might be even something that you would want to stand behind. You may want to consider selling Norwex, because with the questions that you asked tonight, I can see that you would make a remarkable consultant. And the top 3 people that I compliment over and above offering, I always compliment. I look for those 3 people. If I were interviewing, who would I pick in my audience? And I write a 1, 2, or 3 on the top of my form. And that way I know who are my top picks for the evening, so that when I'm doing my customer care calls, and I have a video on that as well, how to do customer care calls, when I'm doing my follow-up calls, I make sure to reference. You know, when we were talking, Melissa, I told you that you would be an amazing consultant. I gave you an information pack. Did you have any questions? Is that something that you've considered at all? No pressure, just thought I'd touch base with them and see where they were at. And that's my way too of being able to keep track of, from all the people that you meet in a month, in a week, in a year, those are the people that you want to keep an eye on, that you want to touch base with, that you for sure want to be doing your customer service calls with. And you want to make note of them on your order form so that you have all your information in one place. You know they're going on a holiday, you know they're moving into a new house, and you know that she was one of your top picks from the evening. That's definitely a person that you're going to be wanting to do a follow-up call with, to just thank her for her business, make sure she's enjoying her product, and re-extend the invitation to her. All right, so that is in regards to taking good care of your customers after the party for checkout. Now I'm going to talk to you about checking out your host. This is huge. 50% of our hosts become consultants. 50%. And if you look at the statistics with the Norwex industry or the direct sales industry in general, you will find that the majority of people who are now selling first stood behind the product as a host because they loved the product and they wanted you as a consultant to teach their friends and family about it, and now they are wanting to stand behind it as a distributor. They wouldn't have invited you to their home to host a party if they didn't think the products were great. They already love the product, and that's all it takes. So the first thing I do is I look at how many outside orders she has. And I tell her, My goodness, you collected 4 outside orders. Great job. Like, I didn't even talk to these people. Look at the things you sold them. You were doing my job. And I just plant those seeds. Like, thank you so much for encouraging people to try the product. Is this person familiar with the product, or were they totally new to Norwex? Because that's another thing that I want to know. Do they need a catalog? All outside orders, I provide my host with an extra catalog so that when the product arrives, they get a copy of their order form along with a catalog because they didn't attend the presentation. The other thing is I asked my host how many additional people we know that if she invited 40 people, 10 were in attendance, that means 3/4 of her friends were not able to come. So those are the people that I want to offer to her. Did you want to give them either a digital or actual catalog? Did you want me to leave you? How many extra catalogs and order forms can I leave you with tonight so that you can have a couple days to collect some additional orders? All right. So all the orders are in so far. I add up all the totals. Then I take a copy of the hosting specials for the month. And I give her a copy of this. I have it printed out, usually just in black and white. But what I do is I'll write down on the sheet, all right, your sales right now are sitting at $950. Wow, that is unbelievable. You are sitting $50 away from the $1,000 package. So in the upcoming days, if you collect an extra $50 in orders, you will qualify for this $1,000 package. You already have 3 buying guests and you already have a booking. Now let's back this up a second. If they don't have a booking, and if I did my job, and you can watch my training on how I get bookings. If I do everything I can do to help her get a booking, she asked ahead of time, she offered the Lona mop, I offered the free window cloth, we did our game, everything went as planned, and nobody was interested. I'm like, no problem. This is what we'll do. We want to make sure that you get this hosting package. Why don't you host another party? Hear me out. When you invited all your friends and family to come this evening, were they all able to come? Oh no, like all of my coworkers were actually at the ball game, and my husband's side of the family, they're all actually, living up in Grand Prairie or whatever have you. I right away try to mine those other 3/4 of the people that she invited that couldn't come, because we know only a quarter can attend. I'm like, perfect. You can either do a book party or we can do another live presentation with the people that couldn't come. Plus, the people that were here tonight, the people that were new to Norwex, they maybe were just testing the waters. They were just here tonight to check it out. They now bought a couple things. They think they might like it, but they haven't actually tried it. So if you book another party within maybe 4-6 weeks from now, they will be very inclined to come back and learn about other product that they haven't tried, as well as you can reach out to those other 3/4 of your friends who weren't even able to come tonight. How does that sound? Plus, that will help you get this $1,000 hosting gift. How does that sound? Our hosts can rebook. That is no problem. There is one rule of thumb that I have in this business. I don't give my hosts a booking. I don't. You can't. You will put yourself out of business. If they don't have a booking and I give her the suggestion that she should host her own party, then I also say to her, here's another alternative. We're going to leave your show open for a couple days. Why don't you talk to those coworkers and bring some catalogs into work? Tell them about all the free product that you qualify for if one of them books a party. And then everybody can go to her house instead. So give them suggestions for different ways that they can pursue a booking and tell her what's on the table. Don't leave anything free on the table. I want you to have all this, but you need to get this booking. So these are some different strategies for how you can help her get a booking. And you can even offer, anybody who books a party can have the free window cloth. Anybody who books a party can have a 50% off item with a qualified show. You can ante it up, you can help her, but never give bookings to your hosts. It'll kill your business faster than anything else. So you want your host to have a booking, whether it's her or whether it's someone else. All right. Then the next thing that we do is we look at how many order forms she collected. My goodness, you collected 11 order forms. That is unbelievable. Then I'll take my highlighter and I'll say, with 13 order forms, you can receive all of this for free, valued at an additional $87 in free product. Well done. That's unbelievable. So you just need to collect an additional 2 order forms, and one of them could even be you or your husband. You can always place an order on your own party to increase your sales and increase your free product. And that is an amazing time to buy because you're buying from yourself. So you will benefit from the purchase. So that's an excellent idea. You might want to place your own order. And then she'll take a look at her wish list and she'll say, oh yeah, like there's lots of things that I want. I totally want to place my own order. But what she needs to realize is if she wants to be a buying guest and place an order on an order form, she does have to pay the shipping and handling. Then it's not free. If she only takes the stuff from Norwex, then it's free shipping and free tax. But if she places an order on an order form, then she does have to pay shipping. All right. Then we take a look at what her sales are and we figure out what percentage she qualifies for. So with a $1,000 party, she would have 12% in free product, giving her $110 free product, anything she wants out of the catalog. Most of my hosts do take $120 in free product. Most of my hosts take the mop for free. That is a very common purchase. Or if she already has a mop, she can pick anything that she would like. So then I'll write on here $120 in free product with a $1,000 party. So her current sales, I write up in the top left-hand corner, showing her where she's currently at. And then I base it on her upping the sales. I teach her how she can get the $1,000 package, how she can get more buying guests, and how she can maximize her opportunity hosting. Now, of course, she does qualify for a free window cloth for every booking that she has. So if she has more than one, she will receive more than one pink window cloth. But if you watch my YouTube training on bookings, you'll see what I do with those pink window cloths, which is very advantageous for the host and helps increase bookings at your presentations. So take a look at the hosting specials with your customer, with your host at the end of the night. And this is how I close. I'm like, all right, so with a $1,000 party, and I love it when the husband is in the kitchen and he's milling around, helping cleaning up the snacks and tidying up the chairs from the friends that were just there. I'll say, with a $1,000 party, I just want to thank you because tonight you helped my family earn $350. My commission is 35%, and that is huge. So thank you so much for blessing my family with this generous gift of giving me the privilege to meet your friends and your family. It was sure a fun night, and it's very financially beneficial for my family too. So I just want to thank you for blessing us. And I don't know if this is something that you could see yourself doing, if you would see yourself selling Norwex's products. You sure collected a lot of outside orders, and I know you love the product, and you haven't even tried it all. But if you could see yourself selling Norwex's products, I would be delighted to train you. I would be delighted to work alongside of you. I'm looking for more people in the area to be a Norwex distributor. And at that time, the husband is kind of paying attention like, what? That lady just made $350 tonight. Plus my wife is getting like $300 and $400 in free product. Norwex is really generous, both to the hosts as well as to their consultants. And that is my time to just be real with them and just tell them what my earnings were from the evening. I thank them. And then I ask them if that money would be something that could help their family, or if she could see herself going out one night a month, 2 nights a week, what extra income could help her have the lifestyle and the freedom that their family is looking for. So once again, the host keeps the middle copy, and that is her way of distributing the order. When I get home, I send an email to my host after the party is closed, and I tell her what she earned for free. And I say, you qualified for the $1,000 package. You had, 15 buying guests. You had 12% in free product, which gave you, and I tell her everything that she earned for free, totaling $450 in free product. And that is our way of thanking you for distributing all of the product to your friends and family and for allowing me to come into your home and teach them about Norwex. So I believe that the hosts love looking through the box when it first arrives and seeing what everyone else purchased. One thing that you can do is you can leave product information sheets for your customers. Norwex has a product information guide. What I'll sometimes do with my customers at checkout is I'll take a highlighter and I'll highlight the items that they purchased in the product information guide. There are more details in there to hand out to them. I always give a magnet to my customers as well as to my host for all of the outside orders as well, so they can stick it to their washing machine so they know how to care for their products with the washing instructions on it. And once the order is submitted, I also send her the tracking number so she can keep an eye on it with our tracking system to see where her order is and where her boxes are. And usually about a month or so after her party, I handwrite a card and have it mailed out to her and thank her again for hosting and telling her what a privilege it was to come into her home. And once again, if she didn't sign up, I extend the invitation for her that if in the future Norwex would fit her family and if she would be interested in being a consultant, I would be delighted to work with her. So fortune is in the follow-up. You need to do those follow-up calls. And if you don't have time for any other calls, call your hosts. Because hosts are the people 50% of the time who will join your team. Now, I also have a YouTube training on how to do follow-up calls. You're going to want to check that out as well as to how to follow up after the party with your customers as well as with your hosts. So I wish you all the best with your business and congratulations for being a part of the Norwex team, and we're excited to work with you.